If you're one of those weirdos who likes to drink iced coffee even when it's snowing outside, then surely you'll eat protein ice cream in the winter. And good for you, because why sacrifice your fitness goals and put your Ninja Creami away just because it's cold? But of course, we're gonna keep it festive and fun while staying fit. Hi, if you're new here, I'm Amanda, aka Fit Food AE, and today we're gonna be making 5 high protein, low calorie Ninja Creami recipes. These all have 250 to 300 calories for the entire pint, and of course, they're all holiday flavors. So let's get started, shall we? First flavor we've got is Red Velvet Ninja Creami. I was so excited for this recipe because I've never tried a red velvet ice cream before. Now, guys, a lot of these bases are gonna look kind of the same, but different. So basically, we got the Fairlife milk and the unsweetened almond milk mixed together, half and half. Please don't use just unsweetened almond milk because your pint's gonna turn out icy, okay? So red velvet is part vanilla and part chocolate. We're gonna use the vanilla protein powder, but we're gonna add the unsweetened cocoa powder and chocolate pudding mix. Also, guys, the red velvet extract, I don't want to see any comments saying like, can I omit it? Because that is literally what makes this pint red velvet. Without it, you're not going to have the red velvet flavor or the color. So you don't need to add any food coloring. You literally just add like 7 grams of this extract. By the way, you can get it on Amazon. And of course, we're going to freeze it for 24 hours. Again, I don't want to see any comments saying, oh, can I just freeze it for like 6? No, it's not going to turn out. So first things first, you're going to prepare it on the light ice cream setting before you add the mix-ins. Now, I get comments like, oh, why don't you prepare it on the regular ice cream setting? Well, because the ice cream is light. We're making low-calorie ice cream, so I figured that's what we're going to do, and that's the one that I've always done. So while that's preparing, you can just kind of twiddle your thumbs, or you can get the mix-ins ready. So for the mix-ins, we're going to put an Oreo. We're going to put 1 Oreo in the middle, and then we're going to put 1 on top. But before that, we're going to scrape down the sides. You could do this, or you could run it under hot water, but you need to do that. Otherwise, the sides are going to be icy. It's just not going to blend well. Honestly, this takes 2 seconds. Just use a spoon. For the mix-ins, guys, make sure to dig a hole in the middle and then put the Oreo in, because that way it evenly distributes throughout. Otherwise, if you just put it on the top, it's just going to like not mix in, and it's just going to be on the top, and it's not going to work very well. We want the mix-ins to be distributed evenly, right? So after that, we're going to do the mix-in setting, and the mix-in setting's quite quick. So it takes less time, which is great. So you're gonna do the mix-in setting, and then after that, you're actually gonna add 1 more or like half of a crushed Oreo on the top, depending on what you want the macros to be. I just did half. You could also use Oreo baking crumbs, whatever you kind of want. I just like kind of the whole Oreos in there with like the cream, and look at how good that looks. The red velvet turned out perfectly. I was a bit concerned because I was like, oh, I don't know how much red velvet extract to add in there, but it has like a strong red velvet flavor. You could also maybe do like a red velvet cheesecake, but I absolutely love Oreos paired with it. And look at how creamy and thick it is. Obviously, the xanthan gum, 1 gram of xanthan gum makes a big difference. It just blends it, makes it creamy and not icy. I don't even know what my life was.
Okay, my first time trying red velvet ice cream. Obsessed.
Next up, we've got the hot cocoa Ninja Creami, and this has a magic shell. If you don't know what a magic shell is, you're gonna see in a sec, okay? But it'll change your life. So similar base here, except obviously we're gonna use chocolate protein powder. By the way, guys, use PE Science, of course, whey casein blend for the protein. And I also use the PE Science protein hot chocolate mix. Now you could just use regular hot chocolate mix. You don't need to use the PE Science one, but if you do purchase it, they're actually having a Black Friday sale right now. You can get 30% off with my code FIT15. So recommend doing that. The Black Friday sale actually ends tonight. So you're gonna freeze it for 24 hours. Look at how chocolatey it already looks. And then as normal, we're gonna prepare it on the light ice cream setting, and you'll see that I have my mix-in kind of tools on the side there, prepared and ready to go. That's what I usually like to do, or you can just kind of scramble to get them as the light ice cream is preparing. So of course, first we're gonna scrape down the sides. By the way, guys, I kind of learned these tricks as I've gone along making Ninja Creamis. Like I've been making them for, I don't know, I think like almost 3 years now, maybe 2.5. And I've actually compiled a video with all my tips and tricks. I'm gonna link that here. Sometimes I like to add a little tablespoon of unsweetened almond milk if I want my ice cream to be a little bit creamier. Like if after the first spin, it's not as creamy as I would like. So you're gonna add some marshmallow fluff. Again, add it in the middle there. And honestly, marshmallow fluff, guys, you can get it from like any grocery store. I know it sounds like a rare ingredient, but it's not. So then you're just gonna add the mix-in setting there. This looks so good already, and it just like resembles hot cocoa. And I just absolutely love that for me. So for the magic shell, we're actually gonna take the semi-sweet chocolate chips or whatever chocolate you have on hand and put a tiny bit of coconut oil, and then you're gonna microwave it for like 25 to 30 seconds and then mix it together. Make sure to not burn the chocolate, guys. And then you're gonna make sure that the top layer is like spread out evenly like that. And then you're gonna pour the coconut oil chocolate mixture on top and then spread it out super quickly because it's gonna harden by itself. Like people are asking like, how does it harden? It literally hardens by itself because ice cream's cold. So make sure to spread it out very quickly. You might wanna add a bit of sea salt in there if you're feeling crazy. And then the whipped cream. Guys, I know adding whipped cream on ice cream might be a little weird, but like we want that hot cocoa vibe, okay? And when you blend the ice cream and the magic shell and the whipped cream together, oh, it just tastes so good. It's like this perfect mixture, hot cocoa-y. And guys, I know it's cold outside. I know all we want is like a warm hot chocolate, but I'm that crazy person that likes to eat ice cream and drink like cold drinks even when it's cold. So if you're crazy like me, then you're absolutely gonna love this flavor.
Wow, this is absolutely incredible.
Gingerbread Ninja Creami is up next. How festive and delicious is this flavor? Similar base here, we've got the Fairlife skim milk. And by the way, guys, you could use just like regular skim milk, or you can use a different protein milk brand. Of course, Fairlife is higher in protein than regular milk. We're using snickerdoodle protein. Of course, you could just use regular vanilla protein if you don't have that. Then we got our blend of spices here. Make sure to not add too much ginger. Just add like the amount that's listed there. Otherwise, it might taste a little bit weird. I've made that mistake before. Also, my milk frother mixing thing is like broken. I swear to God, it doesn't work properly. But yeah, if you don't have a milk frother, you can literally just use like a spoon or a whisk, or you could just shake the pints. I know it pisses people off when I used to just shake it before I got the milk frother, but whatever. So yeah, we're gonna prepare it on light ice cream setting as per usual, and then we're gonna get our mix-ins ready. So for the mix-ins, we're gonna use these little gingerbread men. So I'll show you that in a sec. But prior to that, we're gonna scrape down the sides, and we're also gonna add a little bit of almond milk because you'll see it's like a little bit harder, not as creamy as I would like. Like I don't really know how I determine whether or not I add the almond milk. I think if it already looks really creamy, I just don't add it because you don't want it to be too runny. But yeah, basically you're gonna add these two cute little gingerbread men. The brand's called Shasha, and yeah, I had to get it on Amazon because it's not December yet, so I couldn't find them in store. But yeah, you can kind of use any, like if you don't have gingerbread cookies available, I guess you could just use any other cookies, but then it's not gonna be like gingerbready. So I don't know, do what you want. But yeah, you're gonna do the mix-in setting there, and then the gingerbread are gonna get crushed and distributed throughout. And then I add some more gingerbread crumbs on top, and we're also gonna put some biscoff. So I had this little squeezy bottle. It's from Amazon. Again, you could just like melt some regular biscoff and then like put it on top like that, but it looks so good. And the ice cream tastes exactly like what a gingerbread cookie in ice cream form should taste like. And look at how creamy and good that is, and caramelly. Oh, I think the toppings just blend really well with the ice cream. But yeah, I would say that the xanthan gum is an absolute must-have. Like I know a lot of people don't have it. You can omit it, but then it's just not going to turn out as thick or creamy. Trust me, if you look at some of my older recipes, you'll see it. And I'm kind of embarrassed by those recipes because I feel like these recipes are just way better like with the xanthan gum. And I'm proud of myself for finally perfecting the formula. And I know it works for you guys.
I would tip myself with this.
Oh my God, I can't even contain my excitement for this flavor. White chocolate peppermint with a white chocolate magic shell. So good. And using the limited edition pea science protein, oh, just perfection. So of course we're gonna start off with the milks, but then we're actually gonna use pea science's limited edition white chocolate peppermint protein, which is on sale now. If you don't have access to it, no worries. Just use some regular vanilla protein. But then, yeah, just adding the normal flavors like the monk fruit. And it's really essential to add the monk fruit, guys, because once you freeze ice cream, it actually gets less sweet. So I'd highly recommend adding those 15 grams of monk fruit or like stevia or whatever, I guess, normal sugar, but that would defeat the purpose, wouldn't it? So yeah, looking very vanilla, but it's actually peppermint because we're going to add that peppermint extract as well. And by the way, the peppermint mint extract, you can get that from any grocery store pretty much. But yeah, we're going to prepare this on the light ice cream setting as per usual. Maybe I should try like experimenting with those other settings, with the gelato one, but I've never made a protein gelato. I feel like that would be more difficult, but I'm gonna scrape down the sides here, add a little bit of unsweetened almond milk, and then we're gonna dig a hole in the middle for our mix-ins. So candy canes, I decided to crush them up a little bit as opposed to adding a full one. I just feel like it'll just distribute a bit evenly. Sometimes candy canes, because they're a bit harder, it could be a bit finicky. But yeah, this distributed really, really well and it's perfect. Normally, I'm not a big like mint plus chocolate kind of gal, but with the holidays, just like a different side of me comes out. You know what I mean? So yeah, we're gonna melt a little bit of white chocolate with a tiny bit of coconut oil for that magic shell. Again, just make sure it's like a flat surface beforehand. Pour the white chocolate on, and then you're gonna spread it out super quick. Otherwise, it's gonna harden and like not cover the whole surface. So yeah, it hardens pretty quickly, which is great. And then I always like to add a little bit of sea salt on top, which again is completely optional. And then just for show, you know, we're gonna add some more of the crushed candy cane on top, just because we want it to look cute and all that. And then, yeah, it hardens pretty quickly. You could also add a bit of sea salt. I always like to add sea salt with my chocolate because I love that, you know, sweet and salty combo. But maybe the candy canes are enough. But yeah, look how good that looks. And then I love how when you crack the shell, it like distributes throughout the ice cream and then you can mix it in and it's just this like deliciousness, you know? I know some crazy people don't like white chocolate. You could even just do this with milk chocolate and then do kind of like a milk chocolate shell. Or you can, if you don't want to do the magic shell, you could like add chocolate just like throughout like as a mix in. But I love the magic shell. I think it's really cool and it's a great way to like spice things up. But look at how thick and creamy that looks.
Oh my god. I'm obsessed with white chocolate and peppermint together.
Oh, guys, we're almost done here. So lastly, we've got our Christmas kitchen sink Ninja Creami. And if you're like, what the hell is that? So basically, it's just vanilla ice cream, but then for our mix-ins, we have Christmas M&Ms, pretzels, and white chocolate. And I'm going to be making more Christmas kitchen sink themed things. So don't you worry. But yeah, basically vanilla ice cream with all the Christmas mix-ins. So I don't know where the kitchen sink thing came from. But yeah, you're going to basically be making like a vanilla creamy and then obviously adding the vanilla extract. I feel like that gives it like a nice boost. But yeah, you're going to freeze that for 24 hours as per normal. And then we're going to prepare it in the light ice cream setting. And then while that's preparing, you're going to get the mix-ins together. For the mix-ins, I'll kind of show you what we're going to do with those just to make it the most optimal. So first we're going to scrape down the sides. But then for the actual mix-ins inside the creamy, we're going to put the M&Ms. And again, Christmas M&Ms, if they don't have them in the store, just get regular M&Ms and then just take the red and green ones out. But then for the other mix-ins, we're going to add them on top. So we're just going to do the mix-in setting for that, have them distribute evenly throughout. And then we're going to put like crushed pretzels and crushed white chocolate on the top. And then a little bit of the crushed M&Ms too, if you're feeling crazy. But yeah, that's kind of how I like to do it. With the pretzels throughout the ice cream, I kind of don't like to do the mix-ins with the pretzels because then they might get soggy like in the ice cream. That's why I prefer to have them on the top. But look at how good that looks. I just love like this, again, sweet and salty combo. I know I always say that, but I love how it kind of blends and bleeds throughout the ice cream. So it has a little bit of a red tint to it. You guys like my Christmas tree? It's like a little shrub. And I don't know why it wasn't lit up in this video. But it's good enough because I didn't want to get a full-size one since I live alone. And yeah.
This is the perfect sweet and salty mix.
Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, then I'm sure you're going to enjoy more holiday dessert recipes that are coming up starting next week. But in the meantime, I'll link a Ninja Creami video here that you should watch next. And please be sure to give this video a like, subscribe, and share it with your friends as it really helps the channel. And I post new content every week. And with that, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.